Today, I will be interviewing Lieutenant Celso of the San Andreas Police Department in regards to the war earlier with Flint Liberation Army and find out the SAPD side of things. FLA Army Council made a reply on the forums and it stated, "Brace yourselves after a recent event in Flint Country in which Lieutenant Celso Williams was requested to leave. Many FLA and SAPD were killed, as Lieutenant Celso Williams did not follow our demands to leave in exchange for peace at the SAPD ceremony. We will now be more determined than ever to carry out an attack. In the Flint Liberation Army, we will like to stick to our word, and so this is a promise you should not take lightly. All of the tanks in San Andreas will not be able to stop us from damaging your tea party. Have a good day." First off, I would like to thank you for volunteering your time for this interview. And is it okay to record your voice from TeamSpeak?
Yes, and thank you for your time to expose this issue as well.
Great. So earlier there was a war with SAPD and FLA out in Flint Country. Unfortunately, I was not there to record this event. The reason why I say Flint Country is because that is what FLA has been calling it now, instead of Flint County. Furthermore, Flint Liberation Army made a reply on the ARPD forums after the war was over, threatening to attack the SAPD ceremony once again. And later in this interview, we will cover this later. But first off, Lieutenant Celso Williams, you were on duty at the time of this attack. So how did this attack between both of these parties begin?
So yes, I was on duty at the time. We were actually doing some SWAT meetings during the time where a code 30 was called out. We don't actually know how the interaction between SAPD and the FLA started, but once the call out was called for the code 30, SWAT quickly mobilized its means to the location. Whilst we were heading there, we encountered the danger of RPGs, rocket-propelled grenades, and we decided to take some more heavy approach to this by deploying the newly acquired Rhino, which we deployed on scene. We did not use it, as we prefer to go through another route.
And these men with these RPGs, and yesterday I was in the interview, and the man in the middle, he had an RPG in his hand, and I thought it was fake myself. And they were actually using the RPGs during this fight, correct?
Correct. In total, 2 RPGs were fired towards my men. None of them died towards this from the RPG itself. But yes, we have confirmation that 2 RPGs have been fired during the siege of the building.
And how many men of the SAPD were attacking the FLA today?
During the siege, we had several assault teams, as well as SAPD and FBI units on scene. Total numbers I couldn't count out. I can tell you that there were about 5 to 6 members of the SWAT team and around 10 members of SAPD overall, or a little bit more actually from the SAPD side. FBI was also present during the siege. About 9 people, 9 officers, including SWAT, entered the building, and unfortunately, we did have a couple of casualties in the process, but we did manage to kill all the criminals inside.
Do you know who these men are for the FLA? Do you guys know where they're getting their money from, or who's supporting these people, or even why are they doing this? Does the SAPD have any further information about them?
I can tell you that we do have intel on them. I cannot disclose what that intel is. As far as where the money comes from, currently, we will not divulgate such information as it might be on ongoing cases, as you might understand.
We will be right back after these messages. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, this is the time. The real question here is, and the FLA is planning on attacking the SAPD ceremony. So Conference Center was moved to the LV SWAT HQ after the video was published. What extra security measures are you guys going to implement?
Well, yeah, first of all, that change did occur to security measures. We will have a more confined space where we will be regulating entrance towards the public and officers. We will not allow the public to enter with weapons, so I urge the public that is going to attend the ceremony not to bring their personal weapons with them. They can leave them in the vehicle. We will remove the weapons from you if you do bring them, and we will give you back at the end of the ceremony, but we will not allow you to enter the ceremony room with a weapon in hand, because we do zeal for everyone's safety, especially the public, and it will be a really bad thing if one bad apple, could screw it up, so we don't want to risk it, and we will not let weapons in. So basically, we will remove every single weapon that goes into the event, because we don't want any sort of shootouts or any sort of terroristic acts, because that's what they're doing inside our event. Therefore, that's one of the measures that we're gonna include. The reasons for it is that we praise the lives of civilians above our officers. We are here to serve and protect the citizens. We are officers. We will die for civilian. All right. That's why we took the oath, and we don't want, because of one civilian getting in with a gun, just to ruin everything else. For example, FLA has stated before that they will not shoot towards civilians. We highly doubt that. They have shown that they're capable of terroristic acts, and nothing points that they only target, law enforcement agencies. They've also recently attacked the mayor of Los Santos, and we will not allow that to happen once again. We will be in collaboration with other agencies to make sure that that will not happen this time.
So a few days ago, I made a broadcast about the Federal Liberation Army. So why did you guys move it?
Sure, we did move it, and the majority and the main part was due to security reasons. We were planning on doing it at Conference Center, but then again we realized that, first of all, it's a really open space, and there's not much we can control within the crowd. If a terrorist does get in with an RPG, like this man of the FLA have shown they can, it would have been a manslaughter, And since we do care about the lives of those attending, especially the civilians, we decided to do it in a more closed environment where everything can be under our control. And therefore, we changed it to SWAT's LVHQ. We will have more strict, regulations there. Don't hesitate in coming to us. We will offer you protection, and we will investigate the subject further. And if needed, we will involve other agencies as well into it. So remember, we are here to serve and protect. So just, if you have anything, contact us.
So if weapons are not allowed and everything, how's the FLA going to get weapons in LV SWAT HQ? How are they going to attack?
Alright, so currently we are starting to reinforce the whole structure, make sure it can withstand attacks. We will have several metal detectors to detect anyone with a weapon or with a metal object. Obviously, our biggest concern is going to be the rocket-propelled grenades that they have already proven that they have due to the recent attack today. But we are confident that we will be able to stop them at least from hurting the public that will be inside the ceremony.
Do you have anything else to tell to the press?
Well, I just want to remind the viewers that don't be afraid of contacting us if there is any sort of problems. If you're being harassed by someone or even being threatened by this so-called army, the FLA.
My film cut out, but to finish off what Lieutenant Celso says, you can call the police at 911. And here you have it, folks. The police are here to protect and serve, not just you, but us. I will not be here the next couple days, but I will be here for the 3rd of January for the SAPD ceremony located at LVHQ to film the event. I will see you next time on Fucked Up Foreign Work News. Good night.